Take the giggles out, bro. Like, drink some. Hello, everybody. Welcome to us reading Reddit stories. Today I'm with... Shut the f*** up. Today I'm with Ant, Kuma,
Hello.
and Tori.
No one said hi but me!
All right, let's get this started. All right, everybody.
Wait. What's the theme of the episode?
Relationships. Shit that we not in.
I'm in.
Shut the f*** up! I wasn't talking to you.
All right, today's first story is from Am I Overreacting?
Yes.
Am I overreacting? I am 31 male, am offended by my girlfriend, 28 female, saying we had a really good time instead of a great time. So last night we went out with friends and I honestly had a great time on the way home. On the way home, I told my girlfriend I had a great time tonight. And she just replied with, yeah, we had a really good time. This really took me back. For me, the night was great, but why wouldn't she say really good when I clearly said great? It just feels like she downgraded the experience for no reason. I met one of my friends, 30 male, for coffee today to catch up and talk about this as I needed to pick someone's brains on this and told him about her reaction to our night out yesterday. He was also there and he agrees it's kind of rude. He said wording matters and that it's weird. She wouldn't just say great back. This is also not the first thing. Recently, we got into a small argument because she skipped dinner for one of my other friends' birthdays and only came for drinks later, saying she was busy with work. I feel like if you care, you make time for, especially for a birthday dinner. We have only been dating for 2 months, but with all this happening, it's making me reconsider. Am I overreacting?
Listen, I just want to say English 101, really great equals, or really good equals great. I know, like, you know, it's a hard concept.
To
be fair, bro misspelled wouldn't. He forgot the T at the end of one of his wouldn'ts.
Oh yeah, when you're typing fast on Reddit.
Yeah. Well, here's the first edit. It's not about controlling her wording. It's more about her downgrading our great time to just be really good. I confronted her about this and she said that she felt that it was really good, but not necessarily great. And I'm surprised she feels that way. Edit 2. Clearly you have all failed to understand my perspective. I don't care if she had a great time or a good time or a great time. I'm just offended that she sees that what I perceive as great is only good. We obviously have a different expectations of things and value things differently, maybe different tastes.
Now hold on.
Hey, bro, maybe you need some more time single, brother.
I got a question. Where you put great on a scale of 1 to 10? Where is great at?
Towards the top.
It's towards the top. So if that's really like a great afternoon, let's say it's a 7, right? I'm assuming like amazing, awesome, spectacular, right? Really good is still at a 7. Like I'm lost on
personally,
he's overthinking this right now.
It's almost like, is he overreacting? 1,000%.
I personally put like great like on a scale of 5. I think amazing is better than great. Good is like, damn, I think you should have stepped up your game. But like that's just him thinking that. I don't think it's a big deal. He is definitely overreacting.
When you play games, do you say great game?
No,
you say good game.
No, we all say GGGs. Good game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
already.
What are you saying?
That's just so here's my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good experience. Overreacting.
Brother, I'm just kind of.
I do say he's overreacting.
Definitely overreacting.
Y'all only been together 2 months as well. Like,
that's so early.
That's like baby years.
And you're like, you all barely even know each other. And you're tweaking over the words great and really good, brother. You got some shit you got to worry about that has nothing to do with your dating life right now. You need to hunker down and look in the mirror for some shit. You got some things to unpack. Because if that shit has you up a wall, it has
Imagine
you up a
it
wall
being,
for a
yeah.
completely different reason than you think. That don't have you up a wall because of her.
Imagine like something in the future when they do, like, if they ever, I hope they're not together at this point, but
Oh damn!
Oh,
You
she
wishing
found
on
that shit and left
downfall.
his ass.
no,
Oh my
yeah, no,
God.
like if this, like this is a small sign, right? But it could go bigger. It could get really big.
Like imagine this shit. It's 2 months. Imagine this shit like 5 months. A year.
It was just like,
Yeah,
man,
multiple different instances of y'all bringing it up, talking about it, and it not changing. That's when we have another conversation. That's
Yeah.
when the topic changes. It's been 2 months.
let me read some comments here.
It's-
You are overreacting. You sound exhausting.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, brother, you got me winded, bro. You need to slow the down.
The next one is you are overreacting. Are you absolutely sure you're 31 years old? You're acting like you're 12 because she.
31?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 31, and the partner is, I think, 28.
You're acting like you're
what?
12 because she didn't mirror you. Honestly, I hope she leaves you and finds someone who doesn't nitpick what she does or doesn't say. Talk about insufferable. It's like,
Bro,
it's like, for example, it's like she wants to match colors, right? But you don't want to do that. But then she but he's wearing green. She also decides to wear a lighter green. And then you're like, why are you wearing green like me? That's the only clothes I got, but I thought it'd be cute. No, you don't. Go change in the back. Like,
yeah, certain shit like that.
like
It's crazy, bro.
a lot of this stuff is so small.
That's control freak type shit.
Oh
for
yeah,
real.
like it's early
That's
signs
exactly
of
what that
controlling.
feels like. Because if you're trying to figure out why they're saying really good and not great, nigga, you're trying to get them to talk like you so that you feel reassured in your own mind and shit like that. That's not how that's supposed to work.
It's-
Like, she can have a different perspective and opinion on the night, and y'all still be cordial and cool about it and move on to the next day. Like, you really took that shit way too far.
I wonder if if this did last a little longer. I wonder if they're like, man, we had great sex, right? And it's like, no, it was good. It was good. I wonder.
Now
bro,
that's
my
now
God.
that's not
Wow.
now that's different.
That's
That's
the conversation. Now that's
That's
a whole
completely
can
different.
of worms. That's a whole can of worms that you do not want to breach into right now. Holy shit!
all right, let's move on to
Like,
the
that sex
next
was
story.
great. It was really good.
It was all right. It was all right.
No updates.
No updates.
No, now you saying all right? That's
Damn.
We got
crazy.
All right. This one comes from Am I the Asshole?
Oh god.
Oh,
I'm about to be pissed.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife she was being difficult due to a seating issue at the restaurant?
oh, this could be good.
On Sunday, my wife and I were out for a date night. My sister was babysitting our 2-year-old daughter, so we had the night free. I was busy with some friends in the afternoon, so I had texted my wife to make reservations at the restaurant, and a few minutes later, she told me it was done. When we got there and were taken to our table, she said that during the phone call she had asked for a table next to the window and that the lady who taken down her reservation had said she noted it down. The guy said there wasn't anything written and there wasn't any window side table free. So if we could be seated at the current table for now, he'd see what he can do. That table was good. That table was good too. And honestly, I wasn't fussed over the window. So we sat down. A few minutes later, she told me she saw someone be seated at a window side table. I said it was fine, but as that same guy walked past, she told him she'd seen someone be seated and we were supposed to be first. He said he'll check it out. When he left, I want to be clear, I didn't say it in front of him. I said it's our date night. Let's not be difficult. She didn't get angry or anything, just said she wasn't being difficult. We were first. A few minutes later, the guy came and took us to a window side table. We had a great night. Later that night when we were in bed, I I said it had been a great night. I said it had been a great night. She said, yeah, despite me being difficult, and seemed a bit put off by what I had said. I said I only meant that our night would be good regardless of where we sat, so it wasn't a big deal. She said, how was she in the wrong? We were promised a particular type of table, and she just kept them to their word. That I was blaming the person who was wronged? I said, okay. I didn't see the point in pushing it, and apologized for my remark. We were planning on another night this weekend, and I just recalled her being mad at me for what I said. So I was just wondering if I was the asshole that time.
This belongs in Am I Overreacting? This isn't an. I don't think either one of you is an asshole. That's way too harsh of a word to be using right now. I don't even think any of you were. I don't even think either of these people were in the wrong. Like, if I called up for a reservation and I asked for a window seat, and you're gonna write it down that you're gonna give me a window seat, I expect a window seat. What the hell? Like, that's just the basic common courtesy of the situation. Now, getting there and that not being the case, yeah, sure. If we're both willing to pivot, let's make the pivot. But if they're willing to accommodate us, let them accommodate us. It's our date. So, like, I wouldn't even say she was necessarily being, I wouldn't say she was being difficult asking for that accommodation. And I also don't really think he was being an asshole. The difficult comment, that's just some shit that come out in the heat of the moment when you don't want things to spiral in a way that you think they possibly could. That just ends up backfiring on you later. So this situation seems neutral as fuck.
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
know if anyone's really the asshole.
in
I
this,
don't think anybody's even.
She's
I
just like-
genuinely. She
She
wanted her
called,
accommodation.
Made a
Her
reservation, was told one thing, was trying to say, hey, why aren't we getting this? We should be respected. And the husband simply was trying to say, hey, I'm fine with what we have. Let's take it easy. Let's just go with it. It's fine. This will be a good date.
it's
And then neither one of them made a scene either.
Yeah, there was no
what
scene.
it reminds me of, like the those memes of like my husband didn't order potatoes. Can you take this back? But it's not.
Oh,
that,
ask for no pickles.
yeah, it was like, but it's not on that level of severe. It's not that. It just reminds me of something like that, because on one side you could say that the husband could have just been like, yeah, no, we definitely, I believe my wife. We want that table. We were promised that table. I believe my wife. But I also understand the fact that, like, they want to keep the peace in there. I'm just like,
I mean, shit, the piece was pretty well kept.
yeah, but like, if I'm being honest, I don't think it would be that difficult to say, you asked for the window seat. I don't think there was going to be any kind of escalation, if anything else, just to like be like, we did ask for the window seat.
I honestly just feel like two adults handled the situation like two adults would.
Right.
If I'm being completely honest with
That
you,
it
it just sounded
differed.
like a mature interaction that they didn't see eye to eye on at first.
Probably like a communication issue.
A good date, but not a great date.
Some might say really good, but some wouldn't say great.
Kuma, any thoughts?
Same thing that hasn't already been said already.
That's
Like,
crazy work.
I mean, this is a very tame situation.
It is.
Yeah.
Let me read. But you know what's crazy? He was labeled the asshole. Let me
Yeah,
let me
the only
read.
thing
Yeah,
I
that's the
can see him
verdict.
being an asshole for, in the most devil's advocate way, is him saying, "Let's not be difficult" or something along that nature. And even after saying that, brother just allowed the accommodation to happen.
Let me
on the side of the wife.
let me read this real quick. You're the asshole. It's our date night. Let's not be difficult. And our night would be good regardless of where we sat have two completely different meanings. The first is critical and sounds more like, hey, this is our night, and if you behave like this, it will ruin it for me. The latter is supportive and says, it doesn't matter where we sit. I'm just happy I'm here with you. As long As a longtime service industry worker, we do have to fix our mistakes. If she was told she would have a window seat, she should have one. Of course, things happen and mistakes get made, but upon your arrival, the mistake was noted, and she was then given the idea that there was something that could be done. It's completely okay for her to follow up on that. It's not like she had some big meltdown. As a restaurant worker, I would have been completely okay with her behavior and apologetic as the restaurant was at fault. Be genuinely apologetic and book a surprise window seat for her this weekend. And then there was a reply
Yeah, go ahead. Read the reply.
There's a reply.
I'm just kind of sitting here like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
There's a reply here. Another thing, the wife made the reservation. She found the restaurant, probably checked the costs on the menu, looked up pictures, saw the view, made the reservation, noted the request for the window. So she spent some effort on this already. She may have picked that more expensive restaurant for that view. It sucks when you do all that and don't get what you tried to reserve. A small amount of assertiveness to see if it can be corrected is not being difficult. And it's annoying when your partner strolls into the situation and doesn't care and tells you not to be difficult.
I agree with the first reply. I mean, not that he's an asshole. He's just wording it wrong. Like you could have absolutely said it better. You could have absolutely handled the situation in a better manner with your words. But at the same time, I think we're blowing shit out of proportion that doesn't need to be blown out of proportion. One, and two, for the second person that replied, pretty sure it was the husband that found the place and told the wife to book the reservations because he was at work or something from the beginning of the post.
Let me see. My wife and I babysitter, so we had the night free. I was busy, some friends in the afternoon, so I texted my wife to make a reservation at the restaurant. It's
okay, so
not
they already
very
had the restaurant picked out.
it doesn't specifically say.
Yeah, the way that replier was making it seem like as if in that moment she did all of that work and heavy lifting in order to make the reservation for the specific spot that she wanted.
Right.
When they already came to the agreement on what the restaurant was to begin with, they just needed a reservation. So disregarding that completely, the first person who replied, yeah, like I said, brother could have absolutely worded things better to not necessarily keep the peace between him and his wife, but more or less just to show it's like, some shit happens, mistakes are made, but as long as it's you and me here at this table eating this good food, man, I don't give a damn what's going on, baby.
I mean, you live and learn.
There are certain different ways that literally, it is a lesson to learn. This was not an asshole. He made a mistake.
All right, let me read you this update.
Like it happens.
Yeah, it does. It happens all the time. We all say stupid stuff in especially in relationships. Let me read this update real quick. All right. Hi. I had received an asshole judgment on my post, which made me reevaluate how I behaved then. On Sunday, we were going to go out again. I took care of the reservation at a nice restaurant and stressed that we really need a window table. When we got there, we had to wait a few minutes, but we got a window table. My wife joked that we got a good seat without any difficulties. I'm not 100% about this, but it seemed that comment of mine was still on her mind. So I took that opportunity to apologize again for my remark. She said it was all good. She knew and liked that I was easygoing, but she just liked looking outside as well while eating. It was really important to her. We had a great night. Thanks to all those who commented on my last post. It gave me some good insight.
And then she makes a joke about it. And then she makes a joke about it the next time that they go out, bro. Like, yeah, this was someone going to Reddit just to kind of vent. Yeah. And then a bunch of soulless single are the people who replied.
Yeah.
That's your husband and wife who know what the
Reddit.
Exactly my point. He knew what he was getting into. But goddamn.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. He was. I don't agree. He's an asshole. But he made a mistake. He's like a butthead, not an asshole, but a butthead probably.
Yeah, wouldn't have posted this in Am I the Asshole?
Not at all.
This was not the right place for that.
All right.
Not at all.
So, you guys ready for this next one?
Yeah.
God, you're laughing.
Nah, that means nothing.
Oh no, it absolutely doesn't mean anything. All right. So this is from Best of Reddit Updates, and it was originally posted on off my chest. My lawyer gave me the best news. My female 38 husband, soon to be ex-husband, has been cheating on me, and he wants her instead of me. I'm probably naive. I'm probably naive because I didn't see this coming at all. I was researching vacation spots for our 10th anniversary next year, and meanwhile, he, male 39, was running around with another woman. She's either 25 or 27. I can't remember which. I never thought heartbreak like this was real, but he broke my heart. I've known people who have gotten a divorce, and you have to live separately for a year before you can get a divorce. But I wanted to be prepared, so I made an appointment with a lawyer now. It was probably the best thing I've ever done. She told me that in our state, alimony is forbidden if there is adultery. Since my husband cheated, I won't have to pay alimony. I was prepared that I would have to pay out the nose, but I have proof that he cheated, that he gave me himself. So I won't have to pay him. This was the best news I could have gotten. Also, the living separately for a year only applies to no-fault divorces in my state. Since I have proof he cheated, my lawyer went ahead and filed on my behalf based on adultery. Technically, my husband and I still live together. Our lease expires on the 31st, and the countdown on our separation was supposed to start November 1st. I wish I could be there to see his face when one, he gets served with a notice that I filed, and two, he finds out he won't get alimony because he cheated. He wanted a no-fault divorce, and I know he was counting on getting alimony. It was the best news I could have gotten. I don't even have words for how amazing I feel. Top comments? Congratulations. Come back and share his reaction, please. I love this for you and him. The best revenge is to live your best life and leave him in the dust. I've never been so excited for a stranger to get a divorce in my life, but buy that lawyer an edible arrangement. All right, that's a W. That is a W.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm just more intrigued about this update because I'm like, well, she found out her husband was cheating and got a lawyer immediately and locked in, had proof and everything. There's not much to discuss. She did everything. She's cooking. So how does this go terribly?
I need to know.
Like, this can only go south.
Well, let's read it. Here's the update. No. I'm headed for divorce, but my lawyer has given me the best news ever. This is an update. That's the title. This is kind of anticlimactic, but there were some comments on my original post asking me, female 38, to to update what happened after my husband was served with the divorce papers. I also wanted to thank everyone for the kind comments they left. Even though I had gotten good news from my lawyer, this has still been the most horrible time of my life, and all the encouragement did help. My husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, was predictably not happy when he was served and found out I had filed for divorce. He was under the impression that we had to be separated for a year first. I just told him to talk to a lawyer. We both moved out of our condo during the last week in October when the lease ended, and we live separately now. A few days later, after he was served and I told him to talk to a lawyer and leave me alone, my husband told me he has changed his mind and asked if we could work things out. I said no way and told him to have his lawyer talk to my lawyer because I'm done talking to him. He was upset and almost in tears when I said I wouldn't reconsider.
What's that to reconsider?
It's been a month and I have not seen or spoken to him. He hasn't tried talking to me again. Edit. And I'm extremely happy about it because I don't want anything to do with him ever again. Our lawyers are doing all the communicating. He may have been upset, but he broke my heart first, and even the good news from my lawyer hasn't erased how broken I feel.
Wow, that was
Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm just
Oh,
letting
God.
it play. Edited to add, I'm turning off my messages so people will stop DMing me and calling me two-faced or other names for being disappointed that he hasn't contacted me again. I'm actually happy he hasn't because I want nothing to do with him ever again. I'm the opposite of disappointed. Oh, wow.
Yeah, good for her.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Like, that's crazy.
yeah, good for her. Honestly, good for her.
Yeah, bro.
Why? The only thing is like, can we work this out? Like, man, no.
Work
Go
what
somewhere.
out?
How we
You cheated.
You cheated.
We're both grown adults, and you cheated.
you
No.
you
I'm 30.
decided
I'm 38 fucking years old. You think I'm about to just be taken back for cheating? Get the out of here, Sly.
Oh my
No.
god. Like, I don't understand how someone could just cheat like that. If you are not in love with your person, leave them. It'll do them a favor. Like holy moly. Here are the top comments from that update. I'll bet she dumped him. He realized he derailed the gravy train and his new girlfriend dumped his broke ass. Good for you. You deserve better.
Damn.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
I
He
bet-
tried to find something young.
Yep.
He tried to find something new, and then she bumped his ass. Oh my god! That's
bet-
exactly what you get, stupid.
I bet his girlfriend dumped him. Plus, he has nothing to gain from the divorce, so of course his pathetic ass wants to reconcile. I'm sorry you have to go through this, but time will dampen the pain. Wishing you the best.
Bro, I hope she finds some. Hey, bring up where that Muriel image at? Where that Muriel image at, bro? She needs some good young. Go ahead. Go ahead
Oh my
and get some, girl.
god.
You know, earn that shit now. You're free.
Oh,
You're free from
that's
that
so
guy.
funny. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Cheaters mood.
The fact that he did all of this for
And then
how
still
long did it
tried
say
to
they
get
were
the
married?
reconciliation.
They were married.
How long? Does it say no?
I assume. 10 years.
10
They
years?
were about to have their
Oh,
10th
bruh.
anniversary.
About to have
Oh,
the 10th
bruh.
anniversary?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, you're a
dude.
and you think with your junk too much too. Get the out of here, bro. You lost.
So the fact that he couldn't get any money from the alimony and he tried to reconcile probably means he got with her because she made the money. She was the breadwinner. And then
Yep.
just didn't care and was like, all right, I'm going to work out my 10-year plan. Year 10, get that divorce, get my paycheck. We're in, we're out, have a great time.
So you think year 9
that
was?
shit.
You think year 9 was like, all right, time to cheat. Let me find me a honey. Oh,
Right?
Mm.
He had to build up the rapport. He had to build it up a little bit.
yeah. Like, hey, he tried it and he almost got away with it. No, he didn't actually.
He
almost
wasn't
got
even
away with it,
close.
too.
He wasn't
wasn't
even
even
close to getting
close.
away with it.
That's what he thought in his head. He's like, I'm doing good right now. We get that
Brother got
divorce.
caught.
We live a year apart, and then I get alimony. Hell yeah! And then receiving the good news from the lawyers, like, hey, guess what? You ain't getting,
getting
shit.
Mm.
Hey, you win.
Got me up.
All right. So
Like, yeah, buddy, we lost you the house.
The condo?
you're
But on the bright side, drink, swalla la la. Drink, swalla la. Oh, like, bro.
Dude, if the guy saw that, I hope he cried. I hope like Kane just goes up to him, going like swallow. He just starts breaking down. It's
Hey,
like,
buddy, it's okay. Just always remember. Choose me, HV, drink, swalla la.
Every
Drink,
single
swalla.
time, every single time someone says that, you have to edit that in. That has to be the thing.
It's just, man.
oh my
I gotta say, they had a really good marriage, but not a great marriage.
Yep. All
I
right.
would say really good.
Mm.
Had its ups, had its downs. Not a great one. You played a good game, not a great game.
All right. So here's the next story. This comes from Best of Reddit Updates, originally posted on r/relationships. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
This is probably going to be a controversial post, as I know Reddit isn't very fond of any religions, especially not ones that aren't mainstream. That might be a weird way of putting it, so I apologize if that offended anyone. I really, truly don't want to. When my abuela died, I inherited the keys to her long-standing botanica. For anyone who doesn't know, this is a shop run by Latinos whose purpose is to sell religious esoterica. Esoterica things. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
Oh my
I thought
god.
that was a Spanish
You
word for a
trying
second.
to put a spin on that was hilarious. Esoterica. Wait. Esoteric.
Esoteric.
We sell the 7-day candles you'll see at the memorial sites, herbs, oil, statues, books, services, etc. These are all things I grew up surrounded by and things that mean the world to me. I love them. To me, the scent of Florida water and Hoyt's cologne are home. I took business classes to run the shop properly, and it is a successful business. We profit off it nicely, and we made some changes over the years, including services that you can't get at shops around us. We care deeply for all of our customers. I spend about 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. there every day, and it's like going to my other home. My boyfriend, Thomas, wow, name drop, works from home. He does tech work and things like that. He's always been a huge supporter of my business because he knows how much it means to me. He knows it's part of my cultural heritage, of my life, and of my ancestors and family. He also knows that I do not 100% believe in the things we do. Oh, he also knows that I do not 100% believe in the things we do. I believe in many of them, but I am not hard-boiled religious and I don't adhere to many religious rules. That's enough backstory. Well, the other day, I made us some breakfast. He finished very fast and went out for his morning jog. I asked him if I could use his computer to do a few things since it was right there and I'm a slow eater. He agreed and just turned it over to me. He left on his run and I got to work. I just wanted to do a few accounting type things and also do some research for an upcoming trip we have to Havana. But when I opened his browser, several tabs were open, so I clicked to a different browser so as not to disturb his, since I never knew what's work and what's play with him. The other browser had one thing up, the blog. I noticed he didn't use the name of the shop, but there was a clear picture of it, and underneath there were probably 50 entries so far. I didn't go through and read them all because after I saw the first one, I got the idea. I got the idea clear as day. He was making fun of it. All of it. Everything. My heart shattered. He made fun of the customers of some of the products we have. One of the things we are known for is an extensive collection of candles for different saints, orishas, and figures. He mocks some of the orishas and their candles and the novenas. What broke my heart the most is that he made fun of the one figure who I like the most, who I don't want to mention because I don't want to offend. I keep a small home altar to the figure and tend to it carefully and with love. He makes fun of the altar and talks about how nonsensical it is to end everything. The comments range from nothing to spam to dedicated followers who talk about his crazy girlfriend, how I'm absolutely nuts and he should run away. Who would believe in any of this? A lot of people. And things like that. I was so stunned and absolutely hurt that I had to check out how long ago he made it. I saved the address and read through all of it while I was at work and cried. I don't know how to address this with him. He's been keeping the blog for 2 years now. My heart is shattered because our relationship has been nothing but love and smooth sailing. Excitingly, what the fuck?
Are you okay? What's happening over there?
Excite many and joy. It was a weird word. He never shared my he never shared my spirituality with me, and it was never something that I requested of him. I even kept my altar out of view out of respect for his own preferences. What do I do? How do we come back from this? To me, it's not just about the spirituality. I have grown up hearing people laugh at it and call it kooky and made up, strange, and all of that. But it was grandmother's business. It was my ancestry and it was my heritage. To me, he is mocking those directly. What do I do?
What do? Leave?
Yeah, I
Let's see
mean,
if it's even that simple.
I don't
Are they
think.
married? Were they married? I don't know.
No, they were. That was her boyfriend. That was her boyfriend.
His boyfriend.
Yeah. Like, my thing here is
Those
that.
people do not deserve your time of day.
Yeah,
No, not
no.
at
If
all.
he kept a secret blog,
Yeah,
Like-
bro, you dog with the blog and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
like you did that for over 2 years, and you've been just like using that blog,
Shit talking.
just shit talking.
Whole culture.
Like, is this how you like take out your is this how you speak about your thoughts, putting it into public? Because like there are journals for that. You could just keep that secret. But then again, why would you do that?
But it's still cruel. 'Cause
It's
why are you
really
with this person
mean.
If you're just looking at them and criticizing them the whole time.
It's
Like,
really mean.
that's just not right.
Here's the top comments. My goodness. OP, that's so awful. It makes me want to cry just hearing that this happened to you. The only thing you could do is talk to him about it. And I think you need to say something along the lines of this. To me, it's not just about the spirituality. I've grown up hearing people laugh at it and call it kooky and made up, strange, and all of that. But it is my grandmother's business. It is my ancestry and it is my heritage. To me, he is mocking those directly. Basically saying word for word, say that to him. It's not funny, it's not laughing matter, and it's insanely disrespectful. And the fact that he's been carrying on with it for so long, I really can't wrap my head around why someone would mock something so personal and cherished and they supposedly love. That's the most childish thing I've ever heard. I had to go back and check his age at the top of the post. Confront him, OP. He needs to apologize, take this blog down, and beg for your forgiveness. My God. So sad.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
give
that's-
I wouldn't
that's
give I wouldn't give
How
a brother
old is
time of
he?
day of forgiveness.
He is 32. 32? What
32?
the
No,
fuck?
he's stuck like that. He's
Grown
stuck
ass
like that.
man. Leave his ass.
Leave him.
Yeah.
Leave
There's
his
no.
ass. He's not changing. If that if he had the gall to go behind your back and create a whole blog to shit talk your heritage, your culture, and you are together, you ain't together no more.
The way that you fucking like brought up Dog with the blog, I could just imagine, like, even though in that show he was really sweet, imagine he just used that blog to shit talk
He
the
was
whole
hating
family.
The whole family. Could you imagine, bro? Like, come on.
Like, that's so
It don't
fun.
even make no sense.
What a way to lose somebody's trust in an instant. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, like I'll never trust you again after some shit like that, first of all.
All right, so here's the update. I had my heart set on just shit. I'm sorry. I had my heart set on not just getting up and leaving. There were still some things that we needed to talk about. So when I got home 2 days after I made that post and had time to think about it, I confronted him. I started reading one of his posts off to him. He asked me how I found it. I was honest and told him. He started to get annoyed and asked me why I was snooping. I wasn't. And then he started up and with his defense before I could even get in a word. He told me that he always had a hard time understanding how I could be a part of something where there was no logic behind it. How I could take money from anyone knowing that that stuff is fake and everything. I'd let him say what he needed to say. I asked him, is that really how you feel? And he said yes, and that he was happy to finally get it off my chest. He just insulted me, my beliefs, my family history, and all of it in the span of 20 minutes. I told him that if that's how he feels, he needs to leave. The place we live was mine originally. He just moved in after we were dating for a while because it was easier. I didn't want to have to stoop that low. But living with someone who thinks that little of what I do and my business, the business that supported our very comfortable lives for all this time, isn't something I can compromise on. He asked me if I was breaking up with him because of this, that it was his right as an American with free speech to do what he's doing. Oh, brother. I'm sorry.
He brought up the free speech.
And that I'm trying to censor him like all religious nuts do. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I just asked him to leave. Over the next days, he collected his things, and when he got out of his last box, he told me that he would not come back, but that I could bet he would still be posting on his blog about my shop. I think the last thing I said to him was to have fun with his 15 blog readers. Yee, good one. I'm really heartbroken over this and very sad it came to this. It's going to be a long time before I try dating again. Yeah,
Give me
like
a minute for that one, cause how old's OP?
29.
Yeah, dang. Oh, that sucks.
You can't change that.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
change
that's-
that.
that's-
Can't change that
yeah.
one.
It's
With him being 32, yeah, can't change that. He's like that, and he's been like that when you got together.
My-
He was just hiding it with
He
his
literally,
blog.
he was hiding it. Literally, he was hiding it.
I'm just over.
Like,
So I
it's
saw
terrible.
I saw this like fucking Stan from Dog with a Blood going like, I saw this really nice Latino shop. It was really cool. They had a lot of cool knickknacks in there. But then I found the blog talking about shit about this. Man,
Had to find that guy.
I mauled him. I mauled him on the spot. Thomas, you really decided to just dedicate like like your blog to talking shit about one shop, a local shop.
It's not just one. He 100% has dozens.
To the 15 other that sound exactly like you. That's the crazy part.
He has so many more blogs, I bet.
Oh,
It's not just the
100%. 100%. Here's a comment. I really can't believe that he tried to invoke the First Amendment to get out of a breakup. People like him make my head hurt.
We can't break up because of the First Amendment, of course. I have
Of
the right
course.
to
Oh,
say
freedom of
about your
speech.
life. Your life
And I have
and
the right
culture.
to break up with you.
It's so annoying when people say my free speech. It's like, yeah, it's your right to say what you want without legal consequences, not social. As it is your right to dump a person who doesn't respect you. His free speech be damned. And I don't get why he would stay with someone he didn't respect either. My thing about this whole
How do
thing,
you do that?
I don't know. My thing about this whole thing, right, is the fact that, like, you don't believe in something. Sure. You don't believe in something. Sure. That's fine. That's cool. You guys can talk about that. That's all right. Don't destroy their beliefs just because you don't believe in something. That's people that you love. Supposedly that you love them, right? Why would you do that to them?
This guy was in here for the power trip. He was in here for
Like I thought.
silly reasons.
She doesn't know I'm typing.
She doesn't know.
I'm like,
She does.
oh my god.
Like
It's,
this. Yeah, that kind of guy. No, don't get near him. Warn the
bro,
community.
bro sucks, man. Oh my god.
It's like that need to be single.
Real. So true.
Here comes my favorite part of the song. Hope y'all are ready for this. Ha Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah.
All right. Here is the final post. This comes from Best of Redditor Updates Relationship Advice, originally posted there. My 28 female, boyfriend's 30 male, ex hid a note about his cleaning/dating habits right before they broke up that I just found. How do I talk to him about cleaning habits without him feeling like I'm using his ex's words against him? Oof, wait a minute, that actually already sounds crazy.
Yeah, whoa.
What?
What do
I
you
need
mean his ex hid a note about his cleaning habits before they broke up? What the That's some crazy shit.
And it's
first of
not
all.
just cleaning. It's not just cleaning. It's cleaning and dating habits.
What the She dropped the cheat sheet?
Basically, dropped the Epstein files of him.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's a stretch. That's a stretch as Daniel. Good lord.
Yo, wait, is it redacted?
You gotta- you gotta-
Yeah. He leaves on the. He leaves pillows. And every third of the month he has to furry and My Little Pony. Weird shit going on.
It's gonna be so funny when you bleep this shit out.
Yeah, I can't wait to just put random fucking gifs there. All right,
Damn, your chain fake.
throwaway account because I don't want my boyfriend to find this. I posted this elsewhere, but thought this subreddit that could help too. I, 28 female, and my boyfriend, 30 male, who we'll call Steve, have been together for 2 years and have been living together for 8 months. I was cleaning our apartment when I found a note in the back of a cabinet. For context sake, I'll copy it below. Dear
his
Steve's... No, but...
Oh, okay.
Dear Steve's future girlfriend.
Oh my god!
Oh,
No, but hold on. Before you even
Wait.
finish this, this is how you know she was so diabolically ahead of the curve that she planted that shit where she knew his ass wouldn't clean.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
That is so crazy. She might be cooking. She might be cooking, bro.
Wait, that's actually. Oh, she might be valid. Hold up. I know
Might be.
I know it's you reading. I know it's you reading this because he never cleaned back here.
Told you.
Oh my God. Your observation hockey's too good. It's too good.
This might be the one.
I'm putting this here because I'm leaving him soon and want to warn you about him. He will not clean. He will not listen. He will make everything feel like it's your fault. It's not your fault. He's just an incompetent man. I'm leaving him. I suggest you do the same. Best wishes, Natalia.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yeah. God damn.
I read the note and brought it to show to him and hear his response. He immediately ripped it up and said not to listen to it, that she was crazy and untrustworthy. I told him that
But you didn't find the note.
I told him that the fact that he hasn't found it in the 5 years since they broke up is a red flag to me because it does mean he's never cleaned back there and that he's been cleaning less and less since I moved in. He told me that it wasn't a problem before the note. This is just his ex continuing to manipulate and ruin his life, and I was letting it work. We continued to argue along the same lines, and I eventually left to spend the night at a friend's place. Steve has been a great boyfriend so far. He gets along with my family, he has given me gifts and flowers, and always tells me how much he loves me. He's not wrong that that the cleaning hasn't really been brought up before. The note made me realize it had been less and less and that we needed to have a full conversation. He texted me afterwards saying he's sorry that I left like I had to leave, but that it's an asshole move for me to take a note over our 2-year relationship and to leave him and our pets alone. I don't know what to do or what to believe right now. I'm contemplating trying to find and reach out to Natalia. Her name is in real life is pretty unique, so I think I could find her. Steve thinks I could come back home and let it go, that his past shouldn't affect our future. I feel like I could be the asshole because everything Steve has said about Natalia does make it sound like she was manipulative and petty throughout their relationship, but I don't know what to trust. Edit. I realized I didn't clarify enough about the points, especially the cleaning, though I added it here. When we moved in together 8 months ago, the cleaning was 50-50. Since then, he's been doing things less and less. And I say it's at like 7:30, maybe 60-40. If he listens to me right away, it depends on the week. I have to remind him to do things like bring his plates to the sink or take out the trash, and I didn't have to before. The dishes will pile up unless I do them, to the point he had leftover food mold on the plates.
Oh my God.
Oh!
So you are a dirty.
I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not a confrontational person, so I was just asking him to fix it when it came up. The note made me reflect on it more and more. The note made me reflect on it more and try to have an actual full conversation. I will say I didn't really listen. I didn't feel listened to when I talked to him about it. I tried to use the note to start a conversation about cleaning, and he got so stuck on that I was listening to his ex instead of him, that he wouldn't listen to what I think are valid concerns. He thinks I'm letting the note have confirmation bias, so no matter what he says, I'll think he's in the wrong.
Thank you, Natalia.
Also,
Thank you, Natalia.
Like she was
The amount of steps you have to take.
Oh my god.
hold up, I'm not done yet.
To predict the future.
Oh, wait, actually, that 5D level chess. All right. Also, I didn't leave him permanently. This all happened yesterday, and I only spent one night at a friend's because I didn't feel like our conversation was going anywhere last night, and he wouldn't let me sleep until I let it go. I'm going back today and want to get advice and feedback before I do. Edit 2, I appreciate all these comments with advice. I'm heading back to our place now. My plan is to first apologize for immediately bringing him the note without thinking of his feelings and validate that it's hard to have an ex messages found. That being said, you're all right that I've been letting the cleaning stuff get away. I don't want to be in a relationship where I have to ask him repeatedly to clean. It was pointed out to me that he should have cleaned the shelves during his move from his ex's place. The fact that it wasn't even touched in 5 years is forcing me to take the note not seriously. I don't want to throw away 2 years, so I am going to ask him to come up with some clear cleaning expectations with me and designated chores. I will make it clear that cleaning is absolutely a deal breaker for me. It's his decision on how he wants to respond. I'll try to update you all again. Thank you so much for the advice. She was fucking
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
All right, we have an update, but
Wait,
your thoughts.
This girl is this woman, how old was OP again?
OP
28.
is 28.
28?
Yeah.
Been with 20, so she was 26 when this started.
And he was
Yeah,
28.
He was, I'm just thinking, because they've been dating for 2 years. I'm just like, she's too
Hit him.
people pleasing.
Hit her with the girl. He's
She's too
dirty as shit.
accommodating. The fact that she's been letting this go on.
She's non-confrontational. She said it already.
There we go. Non-confrontational as well.
It's time to learn.
Oh my God.
No, that's why what's the name? She put her foot down. She definitely learned confrontation through this. Because she said, hey, Slim, I need some ground rules on this cleaning shit or we done. It's that simple.
to the point of mold on the plate is insane.
Mold on the plate is diabolical amount of time.
On any of your dishes, it should automatically be. I'm going.
It's like,
You're lucky that she found the note after 2 years, bro. Imagine if she found the note during the heat of the moldy dish era. Your ass would be out of a girlfriend so fast. Oh my God.
Dog, the fact that Natalia was like, you know what? I won't let you do this to another one. I will die. It was like, it's so like
That's
5
not even
steps
petty.
ahead.
That's calculated.
My final message. Take it from me.
Change the world.
That's
My
fucking
final
Natalia
message.
right now.
Goodbye.
And that's how she left.
All right.
That's so elite.
So here's the update.
Holy shit. Oh no!
Please tell me she left him. Please tell me she left
She
him.
had to.
I need to figure this one out.
If there's not one update, there better be 2 updates because she has to leave him.
All right.
This can only end with that nigga.
And the fact that he tried to gaslight that shit. Oh,
It was
nah,
the
I'm
immediate
good.
tearing of that letter.
Honestly, it would have killed me if bro actually said, "What? No, you're crazy."
You're crazy. She was crazy. You're all crazy.
Oh, by the way, you missed the spot right there. Like, there's some paper on the ground.
Crazy.
All right.
Fight.
So the update. I followed your advice from the last post and tried to have a calm discussion with Steve. When I apologized for confronting him with the note, he seemed to take that as an admission of guilt and refused to listen to anything else.
Oh my
I'd
God.
come up with a list of specific instances of not cleaning like many of you suggested, and he said I was using lists just like his manipulative ex did. So yeah, the crazy ex thing you all said was a red flag was definitely true.
You will not listen.
The commandments. When I realized the conversation wasn't going anywhere, he even tried to block me from leaving. That's when I knew it was done and left immediately. 2 years down the drain, but I'm glad I had the wake-up call before it was too late. I will let him cool off and then we'll ask my brother to come with me to grab my things while he's not there. He has a strict work schedule, so I think it'll work out. I am planning on leaving a note there, but probably a little longer with the advice to not show it to him. I'm leaving it in the exact same place, so if he doesn't learn his lesson about cleaning, it'll come to haunt him. All he has to do is clean. The biggest
Bro,
surprise
she
out of,
passed on the will. She passed on the will of clean, bro. Oh my god!
why? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
There's no way.
Oh, I was
There is
thinking about
no
this
way.
gift for a
She
minute.
handed that shit off, and she was so on point that the next one did the same thing.
All right, hold on.
No,
I'm not
no.
done yet. I'm not done yet.
Natalia with the rocks. Natalia with the rocks of this era. Holy
Oh
shit!
my
That's
god.
The
bookmark
biggest
it.
the biggest surprise out of all of this is that I didn't reach out to Natalia. She reached out to me. Apparently, he
Oh
borrowed
my
his friend's
God.
phone to call her screaming that she's ruining his life still. The fact that she blocked him and he still had her number memorized just further confirms he was the crazy ex, not her. Natalia found me on social media and wanted to make sure I was okay and was especially concerned that he'd gaslight me like he tried with her. I thanked her for leaving me the note and saving me time. We scheduled coffee for Thursday afternoon. I wanted to thank you all again for the advice, especially the person who posted the Love is Respect website. I took the healthy relationship quiz after our conversation, and it wasn't great. You called out how he was weaning me into an unhealthy relationship so well. For now, my friend said I can stay until I find a new place. I have emergency savings and a decent job, so I'm in a privileged place when it comes to this messy breakup, and just trying to feel grateful for that. Just posted my final update separately. Thank you all for everything.
That shit was legendary.
We're
Holy.
not done yet.
Yes! Yes!
But first,
And we still going.
but first,
Now we gonna find out they dating.
so
Oh!
Natalie.
Yo!
Now we gonna find out Natalia and the original poster are dating, and then that I'm gonna.
Natalia.
The love story I needed to see.
It's so crazy how in the I was thinking of the Will of D at that moment too, just like
He will not clean. He will not listen.
words
my
to live
will on
by.
to you.
Words to live by right there.
My final message. Goodbye.
Oh, oh.
It's like OP really came up. It's the fact that the first one is a 5-year relationship. The second one was 2 years. If Steve gets another relationship, that's just
It's
gonna
gonna be
last
shorter.
2 months.
All right. So this update happens the next day.
Ooh.
As you can tell by my original post, I like to do things right away. It was definitely a mistake to bring him the note right away, but doing the things I did this morning right away was not a mistake as it allowed me to save my pets. First, I want to respond to the comment saying I broke up a 2-year relationship over a note and chores. No, I broke up a 2-year relationship because when I tried to come up with solutions to an unequal situation, his response was to yell and try to convince me there was no problem except me.
Wait. Every single that said you broke up with him because of a note, I guarantee you that mother still in his parents' basement. Guess what he not doing either? Damn sure ain't cleaning. Damn sure ain't listening. Oh.
The final straw was when he physically blocked me from leaving the house after he was screaming at me. That is not okay, and no one should stay with a man who responds to conflict like that. The actual update. I wound up texting the post to Natalia last night, and she thought it was great. She, like some of you, asked me about the pets. For context, one of the things Steve and I connected on was our love for little creatures. It's why I thought he was such a great guy, because if he could take such intricate care of his lizard, he could do the same with me. I was very wrong. He has one lizard he bought before me, and then we bought 2 frogs together. I have a snake I brought with me when I moved in. I was planning on waiting until he cooled down to go grab my things, and the frogs and snake, thinking he would never hurt them. But Natalia changed my mind. She said he could get destructive when he's mad and was concerned about the safety of my little guys. I immediately knew I couldn't wait until later this week and reached out for a meeting with the landlord for early this morning. I wound up FaceTiming with Natalia last night and we had a long discussion. Natalia is a lawyer and told me that in our state, landlords are required to let me get out of the lease I signed in case of domestic violence. She also told me that his yelling, gaslighting, and refusing to let me leave are all types of abuse. It's definitely hard for me to sit with that. But the Love is Respect relationship quiz helped me also realize that a bit more last night. Apparently, his constant messaging and control over what I wore and were signs of abuse too. Wow, there was a lot of context missing there. Anyway, this morning, Natalia volunteered to come talk to the landlord with me alongside my brother. As soon as he heard the word lawyer, he was on top of it and said I could break the lease, but would still have to pay for all of August, even though I'm leaving 3 days early. I felt like that was fair. He also messaged Steve to say the apartment needed to be empty for emergency maintenance all day today so I could pack my things. Steve messaged back that he was at work all day and wouldn't be home until 6. When I got into the apartment, it was a mess. He had broken my dishes that I had brought with me on the ground and left the shards laying about. My clothes were ripped up and scattered around our room. It was disgusting and heartbreaking. He left his lizard alone, but opened the tank door for our frogs and my snake. Luckily, the frogs were still chilling in their enclosure, but my snake had gone loose. This made me the most mad, as she could have gone cut on the broken plates. I feel so fortunate that she was just hiding in the closet corner and I was able to pack her up safely in her enclosure again. All my things are packed and I'm writing this as my brother drives me back to my friend's house right now. Natalia told me that she actually left 3 notes, one in the cabinet, one on the other side of the vacuum, and one in the crumb catcher of the toaster. While we were there, we checked to see if the notes were still there. The one on the vacuum was, but it looks like Steve did clean out the crumb catcher at least once in the past 5 years. He never told me he had already found a note in our conversations, so it caught me by surprise. Natalia and I left the vacuum note as it is and replaced the cabinet one. I wasn't comfortable leaving my name on a new note, so my addition was a handout on healthy versus unhealthy relationships and a QR code to the quiz that woke me up. I'll put it on the comments. I'm not sure if I can have an outside link. Natalia said if he didn't find the notes in those 5 years, especially after the move, he probably wouldn't find them again. I'm inclined to agree, especially given he did find one but then didn't even clean the rest of the house to see if there was any more. Steve doesn't make sense to me. And seeing the state of the apartment really woke me up to the fact that I have no idea who he is. The Steve I knew would never put animals in danger, but I don't think I really ever knew Steve. So the people saying it's pathetic that I broke up my relationship because of chores and Reddit, I encourage you to reflect on the subtle ways that the abusers start. This Reddit thread woke me up to it and gave me the resources to get out safely before it got worse. I also made an appointment for a therapist. I'm very lucky that my job has good insurance, so I should be able to work through this relationship and I'm hoping to focus on boundaries and my people-pleasing habits so I never find myself in this situation again. To the people wishing that Natalia and I would get together, we had a good laugh about it. Natalia is engaged to a wonderful man who cleans, listens, and reflects. She said there's a phenomenon that when people break up with their awful ex, their soulmate can quickly follow. I'm hoping that's true. Regardless, I do think I got a good friend out of this, especially since Natalia is a snake mom too. This is my final update. I hope if you learn anything from my experience, it's that abuse doesn't start right away. First, there's love bombing, gifts, and pretty words, and then slowly they test how much you'll put up with. You should never have to put up with anything, especially moldy freaking plates.
3 notes is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
This was the story.
Natalia
of all
was
time.
locked in on a level. 5 years. Honestly,
You
5 years of
found one
dedication.
note. You found one note. I hit 3.
So I'm so glad you put that note in there. You mean notes, right? You said what now?
One in the vacuum and one in the
Natalia's
crumb
engaged.
catcher. I wonder if they said the
I
same
hope her
things.
I hope she has the happiest marriage of her life, bro.
I mean, we could see because there's another update.
Oh
What?
my god.
Let's go! I couldn't even
Now I'm
finish my
feeling like the original posters making these in real time as we're reading them.
This was
When was this? Oh, yep.
this was made a month later. One last update. I read this quote that said, many survivors have been motivated to heal by the courage of other survivors. Every time a survivor reveals her history to a friend, stands up in front of a group to tell her story, writes a book, or brings lawsuit against abusers or the institution that allows abuse to occur, she inspires other survivors to break the silence. This stuck with me so much, especially after seeing the comments of people sharing their experiences or realizing that they needed to evaluate their relationship. So I wanted to post this here, just in case my story can help another person the way that Natalia and you all helped me. I haven't posted in a while. I don't know if anyone will see this, but I wanted to get it off my chest. I'm hoping this isn't too rambling. I'll go in chronological order. When we went to this apartment, I took pictures of all the damage. Natalia told me I could press charges if I wanted. She couldn't represent me due to conflict of interest, but that she'd find me someone good. I didn't want to at first. Then I saw a comment saying making a report can create a record that would help potential future girlfriends be believed if something happened. Natalia saved me. I want to do the same. So a couple of days later, I pressed charges. Hey!
Oh my god.
The police went to interview Steve and the landlord. The destroyed apartment combined with police was enough for the landlord to evict him. So basically, by destroying my things, he destroyed his life. I work as a physical therapist, and my boss was nice enough to give me a week off after it all went down. I was able to find a new place, although it's a bit more expensive. When I went back to work, Steve was parked in the parking lot. I got out my phone and started recording just in case. Bro's a freak. My lawyer said to document everything. I wanted to walk into my building where I knew there were a bunch of people. And he was further away. So in my adrenaline, I thought I could make it without him catching up. I was wrong. And he grabbed my hand when I was about 5 feet from the door. At first, he was soft-spoken. He said he wanted to apologize, but I hadn't been responding to his calls. I said we're done and to leave me alone and tried to get my hand free. That pissed him off, and he pulled me tighter and started yelling that I ruined his life and that I owed him. One of my coworkers came out of the commotion. He's a big guy and a lot taller than Steve, who immediately backed up. I told him to leave and not bother me again, and he left. The video of that incident plus the security cameras from the past several days of him waiting in the parking lot when he knows my shifts starts was enough for my lawyer to get a restraining order. He's left me alone since then, took a plea deal, and he doesn't know where my new place is, so I think I'm finally in the clear. I didn't want to post until... Oh shit. I didn't want to post until all of it was settled. I'm doing better now. I've had multiple therapy sessions. Natalia and I have hung out 3 times, and the last time Steve didn't come up. My workplace has rallied behind me, and now I get to walk by my coworkers from my car to the door. I am so grateful for the support system that has rallied behind me. I wouldn't have gone through this without it. That includes all of the advice and support I got here.
Well, I'm glad
Brother,
that
that shit. This whole story. Good lord.
I'm glad at some point OP realized, I'm not gonna people please anymore after learning this information.
That's so real. That's so true.
Oh, because I was like, you went to him first, but then she learned the will of Natalia lives on.
Oh,
it will never die. And Steve, oh my God, Steve,
oh my God.
Steve.
He could not get out of his own fucking way.
Everything you could do wrong, everything.
Steve was the only person getting in his own way. So much, he should not be in a relationship at all. If he's gonna act like that, never.
Yeah. That's an inevitability.
He should be behind bars. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm like, we need to keep Steve in an island.
What would have happened if the coworker didn't come out? What would have happened? That truly is a scary thought. He should not be outside.
Like, this is actually a threat to society.
For real. Let's find out what that threat of society is doing right now, because we have an update that came out legit on the 12th of December.
This year?
This year.
What? This story is still ongoing?
He did this on purpose.
This happened this year. Steve knew he was getting Reddit karma, so he decided to come back so we get out onto it.
Oh my God.
Anyways, we go.
Wait, oh.
I doubt anyone still cares, but I remember this account and wanted to give you all a final update. This whole situation changed my life. It was hard to go through, but the advice I got helped me get safe and build what I have now. It gave me a newfound appreciation for community and a low-key addiction to this podcast. Lol. After my ex confronted me in the parking lot of my work, I didn't feel safe and wound up moving after getting a job in another state around a month later. Everyone who said the worst man predates your soulmate was right. Hey! I moved a block from a library and the librarian wound up asking me out. I was nervous at first, but he seemed so sweet. So we met up in a public location. We've been together since, and I didn't know it could be like this. He does the dishes anytime he's over. The other day, I noticed I was almost out of granola. I eternally added it to my list, only to find a new bag the next day. He noticed and just bought it unprompted. He cooks for me and still does the dishes after. He raised my standards and still insists he's doing the bare minimum. This is the OP's pet snake. Raspberry is doing good. The move was stressful, but she settled in, and I got her an even bigger enclosure as a reward for surviving. My new man and her boop noses, I love it. Natalia and I will occasionally send TikToks to each other. That's really the extent of it. I know a bunch of people wanted us to be besties or even date, lol. But unfortunately, we just remind each other of what we went to let go too much for that to happen. As for Steve, besides the temporary restraining order, not much more with me happened. I did contact the police about the destruction of my stuff, but the interactions with them and potentially having to see him in court made me drop it. It was probably only $500 in damages, as that didn't feel worth my mental health. I did learn the landlord evicted him and was talking about suing for the property damage, as he had smashed some shelves and the sink. Left his PC alone, though. He asked me for the pictures Natalia took directly after arriving and said he would try to use them. Last I heard, it was still ongoing. I hate to say it, but the cops probably care more about the male landlord and his property damage than me and my clothes, plates, and snake. I wish him luck and hope he holds Steve accountable. I have no idea if the notes are still there. I hope so that any future girlfriend finds them. Either way, I feel I did my part. Now it's my time to heal and move on. My last thing to say is that if anyone feels like their relationship is a slide where you're giving more than you get, slipping more and more into imbalance, talk about it. How they react will tell you everything. And that was the final update.
Wow.
That was cinema.
Wow. The fourth letter, if found, will be like the last impact. The fourth impact. It'll be over. Like,
well,
oh my gosh.
I hope Steve gets his due at some point,
Yep.
That's my hope.
Steve's on the run in an island somewhere, and then he gets a girlfriend magically, but there's just a message in the bottle that gets to her. And it's from OP, and it's like, I've been through this. You have to leave the island.
You have to listen. The three things you should know about Steve. He will not clean. He will not listen. He will make everything feel like it's your fault. But
the 3 commandments. He will not clean. He will not listen.
My God. I wasn't expecting it to be this. Holy shit. Wow. That was a great one to end on. Yeah, I'm happy for OP for actually meeting a really upstanding gentleman,
That's good for her. And made a little buddy. And, they can't be besties, but, just a shared experience. Their lives intersected where it needed to.
Right.
Willow D literally getting passed down.
Wow.
Real? That was the Willa D moment.
Willa D one for all. Just everything worked out.
Yep, it sure did. Especially for
plan
OP.
couldn't have gone better.
Yep. Well, that's it for Reddit. I think that was a good first episode. I still need to work on reading, but with more practice and more reading, it'll come.
Yep. He'll come back. I'd say that was a really good episode. You
Yeah.
feel me?
It was a really good episode.
Real. So, well, we'll see you
But wouldn't
next
say
time.
great though.
Yeah, we'll say it was.
We need more. We need more of this 4D chess.
Dog, that was a crazy last story. Shit, man.
Hey,
It was
good.
It was good. It was good. I'm gonna go post about Steve on my blog real quick. But hey, thank you all so much for watching. We could have different people joining us for next time in Reddit stories, unless people
Surprise
want to come back.
guest, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar will be coming. Anyways, with that being said, shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah, shimmy shay. Drink, swallow la la. Really good equals Great English 101. 2 months. Can we work this out? Her knowing that reconciliation question was coming. Her to his ass on the way out. How Thomas moving with that blog. How Dog with the blog is getting to Thomas after reading his blog. Me hearing about these newly happy and single people after they had horrible partners. Dear future Steve's girlfriend. He will not clean. He will not listen. Natalia after planting the note of a lifetime to ruin Steve's future. She might be incredibly valid. Natalia when she was writing this note to the future girlfriends of Steve. How the ex was moving. Natalia right now. Us watching the Natalia masterclass unfold in real time. She was 5 years ahead of the curve. Natalia after getting that call from the original poster. He's dirty. This is my final message. Take it from me. He will not clean. He will not listen. Natalia. Natalia to OP. All Natalia said to Steve when he called tweaking. Natalia passing the torch. Natalia and OP. Natalia and OP after knowing they've successfully made sure the next one after them learns even quicker. How Natalia was moving before leaving Steve. The third note in the house. I hid 3 notes. My face when Natalia and OP aren't gonna date. Glad Natalia is engaged to a good guy. No caption, you know what I'm saying? Footage of Steve after all the charges. A 4th update? Absolute cinema.